So with me getting the Xbox Series X, a few things I kind of thought about with this was, for one, I do know that the Xbox was always kind of known for the backwards compatible side of it, or how like you can get older games and just put them in it and play them, which is probably one of my favorite things about it. I do know there's like a dumb console war going on with all that stuff, guys, but to be real, just get them both and enjoy them because they really do offer their own great things about it. I gotta admit that. One of which, I was looking through the games on the Series X to see which old games were on there. One of them, I did get GTA 4 and GTA 4 The Bout of Gay Tony. I played those for hours. Love seeing those games again. So much fun. But one of the other games, though, Burnout Revenge, guys. This was easily one of my favorite games as a kid. And in fact, I might have played this alongside Midnight Club 3 more than basically anything else. I loved Burnout Revenge so much. This game really was amazing back then. But one thing I didn't know, though, is I also want to mention I have this game on the PS2, so I'm well aware of how this game looked back then, which was honestly pretty good. It did come out in 2006. But on the Series X, though, aka, well, basically Xbox in general, it is HD enhanced, and this game is only $10, by the way. If you guys don't have it, go on the Xbox, buy this game right now. It is so dang fun. And not only that, though, HD enhanced, bro, it looks so amazing. I could not believe it. When I clicked on it and like the little intro thing started and she said, "You're probably used to playing this game how it was back then." I went, well, yeah. And then all of a sudden I see the next part. I'm like, oh, this is actually enhanced, bro. The game looks so dang clear. It's kind of mind-blowing. Doing the crash events and trying to get gold on them and trying to get like the highest score I could. And then jumping into some of the races, picking some of my cars, guys. Like, for example, look at the background right now on this car on the scene. Like, look how great this looks, dude. You would be able to look at this and go, well, yeah, the game probably is a little bit older, but no one would actually realize this game is almost 20 years old, bro. Think about think about this for a minute. This game is almost 20 years old, all right? And when I jumped on it, I kind of knew the game was obviously older, but even today, people talk about Burnout Revenge kind of more than any other racing game, even in today's standards. I really do think. Like, people look at newer racing games, they're like, oh, well, yeah, but bro, did you play Burnout? It really is like that, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I have been enjoying newer games, don't get me wrong. I'm super excited for Forza Horizon 6. I would say that game, more than anything else in the racing genre-wise, has me more excited than basically anything else. But even playing some of the new games recently, that's kind of a reason why I went back and bought a PS3 and a 2 so I could play some of these old games again. And I can really see why so many people still enjoy these, bro. Like, I'm playing Burnout Revenge, guys. I've probably put in almost 25 hours into this game already. I still haven't beaten it, by the way. I'm very close. Expect a few more videos. I do want to mention that. I am planning a few more for this game, but it kind of blows my mind how much I got sucked into this game. Like, it was just such a fun, chaotic racer that just like sucks you in for hours. It's just mind-blowing to me. Obviously, the cars are not real, but to be real, they don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be. The crash physics in this game were amazing. I love doing the race. You had the elimination mode. You had the crash mode. Every single one was so dang fun, bro. Leveling up, going through the ranks, getting a ton of events unlocked, which there was a lot of those. I remember as a kid specifically when I used to play this, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I was terrible on these crash events. So one thing I wanted to do playing this game, you know, being older, I was like, you know what, let me actually try to get gold on a lot of these. And funny part is, I have gotten gold on every single one, but one of them I have done so far. I probably need to go back in and do that one again. But trying to line the car up and hitting the right area so the cars can actually, you know, crash correctly, hit your explosion thing. It was so dang fun doing that. But I gotta admit, though, a highlight of Burnout Revenge for me was easily just the racing and the time trials and the eliminations and just crashing other racers and just absolute chaos. The other AI racers were so well designed. It was so dang fun. One of the other modes I also loved in this game was the Road Rage one, to where you had to get like 7 or 8 takedowns. Farther into the game was like 18. You pretty much had to wreck the other racers back and forth, or the other ones with like a time limit. Every few, you'd get a higher time limit. And man, dude, it was so dang fun. I really do think Burnout was easily one of the best series ever. Fight me in the comments on that one if you want. I do wish Burnout 3 was on Xbox, but it's not, and I'm like, you know what, that's fine. I'm just going to enjoy Revenge, which I kind of knew going into this game. I wasn't really expecting it to be HD enhanced. I knew, like, maybe it would be a little bit enhanced being on the Xbox, but I didn't realize it was full-on HD, and I just got into the game, and I was like, bro, I'm going to play this for hours. One day, guys, I played this game for like 5.5 hours, and I literally did not want to stop, bro. I just wanted to stay on the game. I played it till like 3:30 in the morning one night. I literally couldn't get off of it. And some of that goes down to a few things, like obviously this game was, again, one of my favorites back then. It brought back a ton of memories when I used to play this game all the time back then, but it's also kind of along the lines of, man, racing games really were so dang special. I kind of wonder in ways what happened to new ones. You know what I'm saying? Playing this game kind of makes me go, dang, well, maybe the character, maybe the way games are designed now. I wish they'd bring back something like this, dude. The Burnout series was so dang good, and EA, let's be real, EA ain't going to be doing anything with that anytime soon. Unfortunately, I wish they would, but they won't. They're kind of focused on Battlefield. Even Need for Speed took kind of a big L, which is kind of sad. I was thinking about that a bit, man. I'm playing this game. I'm like, you know what? Imagine this game for a second if they really did care about it and actually focused super hard on what the games that people actually want. Like, they could see people loving Burnout. They see people loving how the old Need for Speed style was, and none of it actually happens. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, they almost make games that you're like, y'all good? Why are you copying that, or why are you doing this, bro? People want this and that. Like, the chaotic, fun nature of racing games back then, like, you could go in a Discord and talk about Burnout Revenge or Burnout Takedown, and people will literally talk about it for hours on how much fun and great this game actually was. I love doing the high-speed races in this game, guys. I am pretty far into it, so I have some of the faster cars. I have a few of the race cars. I finally did the F1 car as well, which that thing for me, bro, might actually be my favorite car in the game, if I'm being honest. Like, I absolutely love that thing. And that was something I wanted to mention. As a kid before, y'all know how I was mentioning how I was having issues doing a lot of the, you know, crash events. Well, back then, which you guys will also see the F1 car right now in the background, dude. I love these races so much. The the 200 plus miles an hour with Nitrous trying not to crash into cars while racing the other racers, while trying to stay on the road. Bro, it was so crazy. Plus the crash breaker thing where you can literally blow up and take down racers when you crash in some events. It was so dang fun, man. And I think this was actually a road rage event, which it obviously was. I have to take them down. And I was failing some of these, by the way, guys. I really was trying to get some of these. But luckily, the F1 car, it's just amazing. But what I was saying before, though, is in some of the events you had to do, like, special challenges for the challenge sheets. Back when I was a kid, bro, I'm going to be real with y'all, I couldn't do them. I was struggling. I think I had, like, 1 done. Right now, I have 4 done. I have the 2 race cars, the F1 car, and I also have the old-style race car as well. I'm pretty close on 3 more of them. I'm going to get all the challenges done this time so I can actually get some of the cool cars. Funny part is, I'm kind of struggling on vertical takedowns. I really don't know why. But my goodness, dude. I just... Playing these kind of games again, it just kind of blows my mind how special old racing games were, man. I really do think if anybody who's never played this game before just jumped on it and started racing on Burnout Revenge, I guarantee you they would get instantly hooked. Because I got instantly hooked after all of this time, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I got instantly hooked, anybody else would, bro. The high-speed races are really fun, progressing through the entire game, getting better cars, eventually being able to unlock the crazy challenge sheet cars, being able to race those at super high speeds. The races get more and more intense the farther you get in. They also get more difficult, too, as well on top of that. So that's something a lot of people might be like, oh, yeah, this race ain't going to be very fun, bro. And you know what? You might have to restart it like 5 or 6 times, bro, because you're going to be getting smashed around. 100% smashed around in some of these events. That's just how it be, though. Sometimes you crash and have to restart and all that good stuff. But you know what? The fun factor of Burnout Revenge, dude, even on Xbox Series X, guys, playing this game in 2026, it was worth every bit of $10. Again, if you guys don't have this game, you have to get it. I would recommend playing. If you've never played Burnout and you're looking for another racing game, this is the one, bro. This game will always hold a special place in my heart, and I will continue to play it even long after, you know, any other game comes out, because it's just such a fun arcade racer to jump on and just mess around and BS around on. But besides all of that, though, I could easily keep yapping on, guys. Do let me know your thoughts on Burnout Revenge in the comments below. And as I mentioned, there's a few other things I wanted to talk about, so stay tuned for a couple of more videos. The next one, I wanted to talk about how this game being HD enhanced is simply all they need to do to every old game pretty much ever, because I guarantee you they would sell like hotcakes.